Oh, Mack Hypercoaster coming to Australia. That sounds cool. I'll definitely follow this thread. There's a lot of twistiness here, I like it. Nice colors too. Now that's a large non-inverting loop. Look at this drop, it's steep and twisty like on Expedition G-Force. That airtime hill. Australian coaster fans, the wait is almost over. In a few weeks, DC Rivals will open at Movie World as the tallest and fastest full-circuit roller coaster down under. Here are the main reasons why I am very excited for this ride. The track has been completed for a while now, so we do know the exact layout. It is Mack's tallest coaster as of yet, and features a few standout elements. Riders will begin their lap with a steep vertical and twisted drop following a tall airtime hill and a 40 meters high non-inverting loop. In the middle of the layout, you have a series of twists and turns, some of them being low to the ground. Finally, the ride ends with several bunny hops, which seem to provide good pops of ejector. As you can tell, the layout is a mix between airtime moments, which very often appear on hypercoasters, but also a lot of twisty transitions. I'm really curious about how these elements are going to feel with the backwards seating. That's right, the final row on DC Rivals train is facing backwards. It's a striking gimmick that has been used before, but never on a coaster of this scale. Before the official announcement by the park, there has been a lot of speculation about the ride's name and theme. One of the most popular theories has been the Suicide Squad related coaster, but that was not the correct prediction, and now the Joker's head is being installed above the top of the left hill of DC Rivals. Based on all that info, what can we expect from DC Rivals? How intense and fun will it be? I was not among the lucky guys who got to ride it during testing, but I've been on other standout coasters manufactured by Mack, such as Alpina Blitz in France and Helix. Both are really smooth and very enjoyable experiences, but not as intense as other coasters such as Expedition G-Force or La Coaster. Moreover, some magnetic trim brakes have been installed on DC Rivals, which will slightly reduce the coaster's speed. However, my guess is that Mack is slowly but surely attempting to make their next creation a little more forceful every single time. Judging from the speed the train crawls through the ride, DC Rivals is going to provide some very powerful G-forces. The airtime on the first hill looks spectacular. I expect extreme and sustained ejector there. But unlike most hypercoasters, DC Rivals is not only about the airtime. The twisty middle section reminds me of Taron, an excellent launch coaster in Germany, because you have a relentless series of whipping changes of directions. Some of you might be disappointed not to have more airtime moments, but I can tell you that getting thrown fiercely from side to side on a coaster truly feels fantastic when the ride is smooth and comfortable. Speaking of ride comfort, I am confident that this coaster will not be rough at all. Ever since Blue Fire in 2009, Mack has consistently produced attractions with minimal vibrations and absolutely no jolt at all. In addition, the restraints used on their coasters are very comfortable. These let you have a great sense of freedom, but there's also a small bar you can hold onto if you're really scared. My big question mark around this ride is about the backwards row. How is it going to feel not being able to see what's ahead of you on such a large and intense coaster? The first drop in particular gets my attention. If you sit in the rear, you will be pulled towards the ground by the rest of the train with sheer force. I think it will be a similar experience to Expedition G4's first drop, with facing backwards, which seems crazy. I think the whole backwards ride will be very unpredictable due to the many twists. Time will tell if that particular seating will be really thrilling and exciting, or a little too intense for most people. In any event, I appreciate that Mack are experimenting and trying something new. In conclusion, I believe DC Rivals has all the ingredients and potential to be a phenomenal coaster. It has an outstanding first drop, a long layout containing many exciting elements, with the speed seen during the test runs, and even despite the train breaks, I predict it will be a really intense coaster thanks to great airtime coupled with whipping laterals. I also forgot to talk about the colors. This ride is so photogenic and appealing. The hot pink and dark grey are a very good match for the sunny Australian weather. It makes me even more excited for DC Rivals, and hopefully the ride will deliver on its very ambitious promises. Before ending this preview, I'd like to thank Parkz, the Magician, Deanrell and Flex for allowing me to use their photos and videos. I put links in the description so you can check out their pages if you want to. All of them are creating great content for people interested in coasters in Australia and beyond. That's it for my preview of DC Rivals. I hope many of you will ride and love this coaster. A 1,100 round-trip flight to Brisbane. I guess I'll just stick with Icebana Blitz for a moment.